And so Jo has this intruder into her house in one hand, hoisted up above her sink, pinned to the upper wooden cabinets that she has been meaning to get fixed for a very long time. Her blood sings with alcohol and drugs taken by proxy from several mortals. She feels powerful and angry that her home, her haven, was invaded. As she stares into this masked person's face, clearly having broken in, rifling through all the drawers, everything's tossed open. And then she hears from behind her, "Mom?" Hello, and welcome to Dice Friends. My name is Jacob Burgess, and I will be your storyteller for this little vignette into the life of one of the characters from Not a Drop to Drink, A Tale of Vancouver Island by Night. Tonight, we finally get to find out what happened the evening that Jo Hinkleman's daughter walked in on Jo handling an intruder.
Oh, lady, you got... Oh, I can't breathe. I can't...
Why are you here? Who sent you?
Nobody. I'm just looking for money.
And then you hear a snap as the man's spine breaks in between his skull and shoulders. His neck snaps in your hand. And he stops struggling. His hands slump down. And you hear, "Mom? Mom, what's happening? I just came home to surprise you, and then I heard things in the kitchen, and I hid, and then I heard you come home, and I wanted to make sure that you... Mom, what's happening? What's happening?"
Blood red. Mist distends.
Jo's not experienced a frenzy often. She's really kept things under wraps, or has done something that her sire taught her, that he said he learned from some old associates of his, called riding the wave. This comes upon her so suddenly. There's too much happening at once. And she comes to, holding the body of her daughter.
No, honey, no.
Utterly drained of blood.
No.
Pale. There isn't much time.
She bites her own wrist and feeds her daughter the blood and just hopes, just kind of like massage the face and...
With the very last life, with the light fading in her eyes, she swallows once. Jo's never seen the embrace. Danielle's back arches as if possessed, slumps back, and one of her hands, as she's across her lap on the floor, one of her hands digs into your thigh and starts to squeeze harder and harder and harder. As she takes her second and final breath, her eyes snap open. She shoves you out of the way and descends upon the body of the intruder, still warm, and begins to feed. It takes about 2 weeks to really clean the kitchen after that incident. Danielle has always been a messy eater. This seems to also translate into unlife. the first 2 weeks, how do you keep Danielle fed? She is weak and always hungry, which is odd. Normally it's, for you, it was like these nights.
Mhm.
It seems like she's burning through Vitae at an incredible rate. Having a really hard time understanding the state of herself. She spends a lot of time unconsciously calling on the power of the blood to appear mortal, to breathe, to have color in her cheeks. How do you explain this to her?
No, baby, you don't have to do that. You just
Do what?
relax. It's okay. You're okay.
Okay.
Wait. See,
Okay.
you can just hold your breath. You don't have to. Like, unless you're trying to pretend, but you have to know. You don't have to.
She has a very hard time getting there. It takes, even past those 2 weeks, it takes another 3 or 4 before she starts to understand what's actually happened to her. Calls are made. Her school has been told that she is sick long term, may not be coming back this semester. How does Joe handle all of this? Does she tell anybody? What happens?
She definitely doesn't tell anybody. She tries to keep it as secret and separate as possible. I guess she would start, sourcing some blood bags to begin with, and then, showing her daughter a bit about how she feeds when sleeping people in the neighborhood. Kind of how to go out and break in after she's, got a bit of strength back, herself back. She's kind of, she's more excited to share stuff with Danielle than she's worried about necessarily other people at the moment.
Where do you source the bags from?
Is Elysium set up yet?
Elysium at this point is set up. It's not up and running. This is about a month after
Yeah.
the death of Reverend Brother Sweetwater.
But they would have had a source for nights that aren't catered by other people.
The source is Monica Giovanni.
Then
That's
I go to
it.
Monica.
You go to Monica?
Yep.
One of the nights you're able to leave Danielle back at the house without making sure that she has been well fed. She's regressed a little bit. She's spending a lot of time in her old room.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to go out. She complains about being able to hear everything all the time. Sometimes.
Yeah.
And she has definitely broken more than one piece of furniture accidentally. She is very strong. You think she might be stronger than you.
That's scary.
You're able to call upon Monica just about any time. Monica at this point is bored almost. So she is really quite happy. Aside from what may or may not be going on with Jessica, she doesn't. It seems like at this point, she's kind of bored. She's got everything set up, and Elysium only happens once a month. She's always there. So when you call, she's overjoyed to take your call. Yeah. You pull up to the house in the Vilart van.
Yep.
Giuseppe is there, once again, to just... I assume you'd like it left where it is as normal,
Yes, please.
Miss Hinkleman? Of course.
Yep. This is calming, relaxing, contentedness.
Ah, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. You will have nothing but the best, but Miss Giovanni wanted to treat with you as her client personally.
Oh.
So,
Right.
if you know where the kitchen is, yes? Excellent. I shall, once again, see no harm comes to your van.
Thank you, Giuseppe.
You're very welcome, Miss Hinkleman. After you. And the doors open of their own accord. Are you used to how often
Now I
have you come
am
here?
used to
Okay.
it. Yeah.
All right.
First 2 times I was just like, what? And
You're like,
now it's...
quiet motors. Yeah. You walk back into the incredibly huge catered kitchen with the 3 refrigerators. She is sitting in the little sun room area, the little solarium area, back in her, like, the atrium again. You walk all the way back through just these beautiful plants and everything. Monica's just there in a silk button down, black pants. She has a cooler next to her. You walk in. When are you going to let me replace that terrible van?
And breach the masquerade?
Touché. Well, this was a very specific order. Are we on a first name basis yet?
No.
Miss Hinkleman, this is a very particular order, but for the child of the Archon.
Yes. And the needs of my coterie and, the child of the Primogen and
Of course.
deputies of the sheriff.
Yes. Yes. But you're not coming on behalf of them, are you?
Why wouldn't I be?
Her hand goes up to that necklace, that piece of bone encased in silver. Miss Hinkleman, I've been doing this a very long time. There is a desperation about you. Also, I'm an information broker.
Well, if I need any questions answered, I'll definitely seek out your services.
And who is paying prestation on this order?
Throw down a knives tab.
So you would like me to let him know that you have placed an order with me?
Certainly. It's for a special event at my home, in my haven, with my coterie.
She, like, puts her hand down. She can smell the bullshit a mile away. How about I just keep this between us?
That's just as well. Don't need to bother him with everything.
Certainly not. Miss Hinkleman, you understand you need friends in these nights?
Oh, well, absolutely. It can be quite lonely.
You understand that I could be a friend to you. Clan Hecata could be a friend to... be a friend to you. The Giovanni could be a friend to you.
Thank you for your kind words.
She slides the cooler across the table. I'll keep this between us.
And yoink and have a good night. Thank you.
My door is always open, dear.
I've noticed.
you hear her just be like, ooh, like, what a hot mess.
Just rolling in. I need
Yeah.
my baby food.
Yeah, just put it on my boss's tab. Who cares? Yeah. Charge it to my dad. You take off with the blood. You most definitely are like, this is all very calming, and yes, yeah. Is any of it laced? Did you order any of it laced? No? Okay. No. It takes. Your daughter is able to calm down a bit. She kind of has herself under control. It was an incredibly tense month. Because it feels like the blood of Bruja is running very strong in her. You don't know if it was because of the nature of her embrace or because she is your blood, but it feels like more solid, more powerful than she ought to be. It could just be because she's burning through blood a lot, or...
No, I'll think it's me. I know that rage.
Then for Joe, it is generational. And also heightened by the beast and the power of your blood and the bane of Bruja themselves. You think it's probably time to actually, instead of describing how you hunt, take her out hunting.
Yes.
In your manner?
Yep.
So we're just breaking into the neighbors' houses and feeding on them while they're sleeping?
Quietly.
That's what we're doing?
Yeah.
I thought we'd, like, chase people down or something.
Do you see anybody? It's nighttime. Everyone's asleep.
Yeah, but we can, like, go into town and, I don't know, are we supposed to... I don't want to, but, like, I thought... What
do you do if someone catches you? Like, someone walks in.
What if somebody wakes up?
You put them to sleep.
Like...
More like... But...
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're not trying to kill anyone.
All right.
Like, at worst, they should wake up feeling a bit more tired, and sometimes, it even helps them a bit with problems.
How?
Well, if they have like insomnia or have issues or are light sleepers.
Mom, you're just jumping through a window and punching somebody out and being like, nighttime. Like, what did you name your fist NyQuil? Like, what? You're just punching somebody and then eating them?
It's not bad. NyQuil,
Mom,
Dayquil. Psh.
you had a really tough time during the divorce, didn't you?
Let's focus, because right now we're teaching you how to take care of yourself. As an independent, grown woman, you have to be able to do this.
Okay. Shouldn't we wear masks? Have you not been wearing a mask? What if they have cameras?
That's an idea.
Mom!
I'll put it. It's on the shopping list.
What if they have a dog? Have you punched a dog? Mom, have you punched a dog?
I would probably not punch a dog.
You punched a dog.
I can't.
You're making the same face that you made when you broke my doll at Christmas when I was 5 and I asked you about it.
That was the wind.
You've punched a dog.
Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes they buy dogs, and they didn't have a dog before, and then there's a dog.
Fine. I'm not going to punch a dog,
Big
though.
and it's slobbery, and it like gets paws up on you.
I'm not going to punch a dog. But we should get masks.
All right. And secret names.
No, I'm not doing that. No. No,
You can
this
be
is already enough.
Baby girl.
No. No, definitely not. Definitely not. No.
Night Stalker.
No.
No?
What's your code name? It better not have Mom in it. Don't you do it. Mom, don't you do it.
I'll think about it.
All right, so how do you pick them?
Well, in this established neighborhood, we've got a lot of families. You kind of scope out the location, check what kind of vehicles they have. That'll give you a lot of information if there's like the little family stickers, things like that. A lot of toys in the yard or the backyard. You'll know there's kids around. You probably don't want to deal with children.
Mom, you're a stalker. Oh, I have to be a stalker.
The Night Stalker.
No, I said no. No code names. No.
I was a fan, you know?
Is this an old show?
Yeah.
No. No, I'm not. I know. I am. Just show me how to do it.
Okay. So I go.
She grabs a couple of scarves and like ties a scarf around her face and like changes clothes. She was like, you should buy new clothes and stuff.
Yeah. I go to a place that has like a patio door that's always unlocked, and I
Yeah,
just swink, and we walk in.
Yeah, you're like an old. You know most of the houses in the cul-de-sac that you're around. Like sometimes you go north, sometimes you go south. Like you have this kind of system that you change up all the time.
This is Mr. and Mrs. Smith. They sleep separately. They've been having some problems over the last few years. I think they might be getting a divorce. And I can't really talk to her about it. Because they haven't told everyone else in like the neighborhood chat or anything like that.
Are you still in the HOA?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's sort of a odd hours. Remember, I tell them I work at night. Some remote contract work.
Oh, this is so weird. Okay, all right, let's go.
Yeah. So
Okay.
go into the bedroom.
Please roll Dex Stealth.
All right. Hunger for this?
Yes. Are you using? You have discipline that you use pretty often that dampens sound, correct?
Silence of Death?
Yes.
Yep. For obfuscate?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
I know she doesn't have that, but I'll use it.
Like you can see her jaw drop under the scarf. She's like,
What?
yeah, and she like follows you. Yeah. Yep.
All right. Hunger's 1.
Yeah, hunger's 1. Yep. Oh.
3 successes. Oh, it's nines. They're
It's nines. Yeah, it's all nines. That was so close. It's 2 9s and a 6, right? Yep. Okay. You were able to go in and do you feed or do you just show her how to do it?
I just show her how.
Okay. She does so because these folks are kind of like old.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's like,
yeah, just gentle, slowly.
she does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And she drinks maybe a little too much.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Stop.
She's not really paying attention to you. She's sort of lost in it.
I just kind of like mush her face.
She like nips at you for just a second. Like,
Okay, and you lick it.
oh, it's so dry.
Look at how pale you've made her. You have to pay attention to these things.
Is she gonna die?
Probably not.
That's okay. We gotta go. And she like, yeah. When you get kind of like back to the house, she like rips the thing off and she's like, that was terrifying. You do that every night?
Sometimes.
Who are you? When did
I'm
this happen?
Your mother, and I care about you.
How long have you been this way?
10 years?
10
11
years?
11 years? What is it?
What? I know I went to live with Dad and then I went off to college and you became a vampire?
Yeah, there's a reason you went to live with Dad.
Because you became a vampire?
Yeah. That's why I couldn't come home for a while, because I could not come here. I couldn't get to the island.
Why?
Nobody knows.
Is it running water or something? Like there's something like that, right?
I went to a church once and I touched the water in the font and it burned.
What?
What?
No. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so what else?
Sunlight.
Okay.
Don't.
No, the sunlight thing I found out.
Yeah.
I woke up. Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm all right.
Oh.
No, it's okay. I'm all right. I'm okay.
Well, just be careful with that, because it'll make you hungrier.
Okay. All right.
You gotta manage your hunger. You gotta
Okay,
maintain.
Mom. Okay, Mom. Please.
And you gotta.
Please, Mom. I'm
And
20 years old.
if you could just like maybe we need more than a scarf, maybe like a napkin for you, like a bib, because you got a little
Mom.
blood on your.
Mom, I'm 20 years old. Stop it. When she says stop it, it's in the like volume that I have demonstrated, but her hand goes back and just vaporizes a chair. She sometimes does like the stompy thing where she like throws both fists down, but one just goes right through a chair. Absolutely obliterates it. Stop it. Oh my goodness.
Nope, it's okay, sweetie. It's all right.
She's got like pieces of chair in her arm, and then she watches as they like fall out and the wounds heal. That didn't even hurt.
Okay, but you do need to be careful.
I don't know if I need to be careful as you think I do.
No, you're not invincible.
Okay. I feel it though. I need some time to think. I'm gonna go for a walk.
Well, you could phone me if you need. I gave her a burner phone.
You just have these?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you? Yeah, she goes out for a walk. A few months pass. How tight of a leash are you keeping on Danielle?
For the first month while she was down, I was like definitely telling everybody that I was busy with some other person and hoping they didn't communicate.
Which is probably why, like, especially like when Oliver would call and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. As she's kind of got her feet under her, she doesn't need a babysitter. I do worry. So I text her or something during the day, but, or the night. After a few months, I kind of go back to focusing more on my stuff.
Okay. You've imparted on her, like, you can't let anybody see you.
Yeah.
What do you do about her school and all of her legal stuff? Like, she was a person. She was your daughter.
Yeah.
She's not going back to school, so you've bought yourself some time.
Yeah.
But what about the rest of it?
I guess we have to sit down and have a talk about that.
What does Joe want to do about all of it?
I want to keep her here with me.
She can't go back to school.
No.
It's too far away.
It's too far away.
She won't make it.
No. Like, I could potentially swing Vancouver, but that's also dangerous. Like, it's not that here isn't dangerous, it's just that here is close to me.
Joe does know that Monica has helped with things like this with other people. The more time passes and the more that she insinuates herself into the running of Elysium, she is a source for a lot. Both her and Chansey have helped people with
Yeah.
various issues, forging doctor's notes, things like that.
I would probably rely on Monica more than anyone related to knives.
I think that's probably wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you go back to Monica?
Yeah.
You've been ordering blood fairly regularly from her? Mm-hmm. It's about the same conversation every time. And she always ends it with, "We could be friends." She asks you every time, "Are we on a first name basis?" Every time. Been about 3 months steady now. Giuseppe, again, just, it's the same conversation with him every time as well. It's just like, "Very well, Miss Inkelman, I shall see no harm comes to your van." Doors open, you head back. Monica is there in a different... You have never seen her wear the same outfit twice.
Amazing.
Ever. Not even like the same accessory or piece. Back again. She's already got the cooler, but you didn't order it this time. It's
need
a little early.
favor
Do you now?
to help relocate someone.
Are we on a first name basis?
Yeah. Call me Jordan.
I'll take it. For now. What can I help you with, Jordan?
And I kind of detail the problem with, like, moving, I don't know, identity school credits, neighborhood stuff for...
Is this for you or someone else?
I do have to give it the name. And I just kind of try to casually drop it. It's just, it's Danielle Hinkleman.
Joe? Is this person related to you?
Yeah, she's my child.
Now, you may not know much about my family. I'm a Giovanni. We are not strangers to embracing family. I assume you want no one else to know about this.
Your discretion would be appreciated.
My discretion is guaranteed.
Lovely.
What would be the form of payment? Because if you want me to zero her, that will be very expensive. Relocation, less so. But if you want her to be fully zeroed and unfindable, not dead, perfectly safe, and you will have full access to her, that will be rather costly.
We've got some time before that's necessary. She grew up here. She's local.
I understand. But consider the situation that you're in, Jordan. The child of an Archon, who has more ambition than I think you're aware of. An Archon, Jordan. He is a detective, for lack of a better word. He has the child of the architect of ShrekNet working for him. ShrekNet was the vampire internet a while ago.
Chansey.
Yes. Chansey is an idiot. And Chansey is...
She's very good.
Yes, unfortunately, he is very good. There's only a few better. There's someone out of Chicago named Salt who I would associate with, and I would probably try and employ in this endeavor because they are excellent and an anarch. They mostly communicate in memes, but they're great. I could also give you their contact information directly if you'd like to try to keep the costs down. As a favor to your coterie member.
I think the best I could offer in return is favor on my end. So
Of course. Of course.
yeah, I'm willing to do that.
Prestation is the currency of our kind, after all. But for this, I would ask for a life boon.
Done. If you can get it done,
Of course I can get it done. I'm Giovanni.
then I will owe you.
Very well. What do you want to have happen?
Make her unfindable.
Except by you.
Yes.
Would you like her relocated as well?
She needs somewhere to be.
I can find her own haven. I would not recommend keeping her in town, but we have many properties here. I assume she will need somebody to look after her as well.
Maybe just to keep an eye on her while I'm busy.
Giuseppe, bring the urn. Giuseppe walks in, goes into the basement, and comes back with an urn about 2-3 inches tall. It's very tiny. He puts it on the table, bows, and leaves. Leave that in her room, and anybody that bothers her will be dragged screaming into hell.
Perfect.
It will be unpleasant for whoever attempts to harm her, so long as that is around her. This will take some time to pull off, and you need to keep her safe and secret until then. Can you do so?
I believe so.
In the meantime, you also have this. Its name is Fernando. You will open the urn. You will put 1 drop of her blood in the urn. You will close the urn. You will hide the urn. You will teach her the name Fernando Cortez. You will not listen to it whisper. You will not listen to it speak. You will answer none of its questions. It is there for protection and protection alone. Am I clear? Excellent. This is for your own protection because I want neither of you dragged screaming into hell. Or torn to pieces. It's bad. So,
Jordan starts looking at the urn a little more, like, negatively.
once this business is concluded, I will ask for that back. So please protect it as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But this is business. But if you could perhaps do me a favor, and I will owe you a small boon. Please keep encouraging her.
Of course.
Thank you. She is, after all, the reason that I see you so often and do not charge you for these. And she slides the container across again.
Just like mental note to self to, gas up Jessica a bit.
But please, I don't want to be seen as controlling or anything, so please keep this between us, yes? I
Yeah.
just want to see her happy. Okay? And safe.
No, I know that feeling.
Yes. She displays some, rare emotion for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she doesn't. Like, she's confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, All right. Well, thank you very much, Jordan.
Monica?
She puts a perfectly manicured hand out.
Shake.
Shakes. You will need to keep your daughter safe for a while because as another month or two passes, we are coming towards the kind of end of that 6-month jump, that window. You perform the small ritual with blood. You don't have any dots in occult, correct?
Yep.
Yep. So you just follow instructions. That's great. You tell your daughter not to listen to the whispers or talk to it or anything.
I have 1 dot.
1 dot in occult?
1 dot in occult.
All right. This is an urn and it's bad. And you're
It's
like,
got someone named Fernando.
yeah, you know enough to not mess with this thing. And you give the instructions to your daughter.
I'm just like, this is your security system. Treat this like your life.
So you start letting your daughter out a little bit.
Yeah.
About a month and a half passes. And she comes back. Tears, just blood, like streaming down her cheeks.
Oh, no. Oh, sweetie.
Mom, I fucked up.
Oh, what's... Come on, sit down. What's wrong?
I'm so sorry, Mom, I fucked up.
Danielle, honey. There. Just breathe. Well...
I went to a club. I just wanted to blow off some steam, and, I took a guy into the bathroom because I was really hungry. And, he's dead. Yeah, I didn't drain him, but I killed him. I know it was me. I think he had a heart attack or something.
Oh, honey.
I'm so sorry. I didn't get a chance to lick the wounds close. I had to run. I'm so sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry.
I'll wait for her to calm down and then...
Yeah, she does.
Get the information on the location from her.
Yeah. It's a little club down on Douglas Street called The Pit.
All right.
Yeah. You get there and there's already police. They've emptied the club out.
Police.
How good is your obfuscate?
1 dot.
How good is your stealth?
2, I think. 2.
You might be able to sneak in.
I'll try.
Okay. This is going to be a difficulty 4 roll.
Just stealth?
Oh, it's going to be dex stealth, yeah.
Dex stealth.
Yep.
Okay.
I would highly recommend blood surging.
Yeah. So I have to roll for rouse check for that?
Yep, rouse check for that.
3. So it's 1 more hunger.
The results of this roll are going to determine how we leave this.
Right. And then I could potentially also burn willpower for things.
You can spend a temporary willpower to re-roll 3 of the regular dice if you don't make it.
All right. Well, that's what I got. Okay. 4 successes. Yeah, that's only 2 successes and 1 failure on a hunger. But
okay, the failure on a hunger doesn't matter?
No. So I can only re-roll the regular dice,
Correct.
and I can't re-roll... I shouldn't re-roll the success.
I would not recommend that.
It still counts.
Yep.
All right.
You can only do this once.
I rolled a single crit, so that's 3 successes.
That's 3 successes?
That's a 5.
That's a 5. Okay. Joe is caught trying to get down there. Like, into, like, the downstairs club area before they take the body away to try and do something, anything.
Yeah.
To help cover this up.
Yeah.
Before anything is implicated and is unable to. She's stopped and turned around. But she's not, with 3 successes, she's not arrested and brought downtown. But you stay and you see that they take the body away to the Royal Jubilee Hospital, to the morgue there. You do know that Quinn has a ghoul at the hospital.
Yeah. I'll call Quinn.
Go for Quinn?
Yeah, we've got probably like a thin blood victim in the hospital morgue.
Ah. What happened?
Something at a club. Looks like it got violent, but there might be evidence of feeding.
Downtown?
Yeah, the pit.
No. Oh, I didn't think they'd gone downtown. Oh, I've been working so hard. Okay, yeah. At this point, about like 6 months in that time jump, he just sounds tired. Okay. Thank you. I will have Nancy take care of it. Nancy is his ghoul that works at the hospital. I will have Nancy take care of it, and I'm going to need you to come with me and help me move the body and everything. Oh,
Of course.
what a pain.
I can meet you there in like 15.
Yep, it'll take me 10. Oh, I have to take. Oh, it'll take me 15. He shows up in just like a frickin' Sonata, like a basic car
Yeah.
with hospital plates on it, as if you were an employee.
Yeah.
So he's able to park in the parking lot. This is something that you've done with him before, like just taking a body out. So Nancy sneaks you in the back way. You were able to disappear the body, but you spend the evening in the woods burying it. But you can tell that Quinn is really upset and going to take action, that there are thin bloods downtown. Or at least so he thinks.
Just gonna like speculate a little bit, like maybe they could have just like drove down and dropped him while we weren't looking.
It's entirely possible. And that's where we'll leave it, with Jordynne Hinkleman and her secret child. Thank you very much for joining us for this little vignette, this tense vignette. Good God. Anyway, I'm Jacob Burgess. Paul over there on tech is a beast. Thank you so much for running through this with me. I'm exhausted. Thank you for being here. I hope you're exhausted too. This has been Dice Friends Unloading Ready Run. Not a Drop to Drink, A Tale of Vancouver Island by Night, our Vampire 5th Edition Chronicle. Goodbye.